Welcome to the Heads Together podcast. I'm your host, Jill Mokes, and thanks so much for joining me again this week. This week, I want to talk to you about something very topical, very seasonal. I have a question for you. How close is the business you have now to the vision you had for your business at the beginning? How close is the business you have now to the vision you had for your business when you started it? Because I know that for a lot of people, there is a big chasm between the beautiful vision they had at the outset and the day-to-day tasks, action, functions, direction that their business is going in right now and the way they feel about it. So this episode is all about making time to tune back in to what you really want from your business and to looking at what you need to do to bring it back into alignment with that vision. Okay, let's dive into the episode. Welcome to the Heads Together podcast. I'm Jill Mokes, and I am obsessed with cutting through the noise when it comes to growing your business. Each week, via intimate coaching conversations and inspirational stories, I share what it really takes to get the results you want in a way that feels right to you. I am all about attracting higher ticket opportunities, building authentic relationships, and creating the abundant, full-fat version of your dream business. I mean, how many of us have beavered away creating a light version of what we really want? The thing is, I honestly believe when you're outstanding at what you do, there is no limit to what you can achieve. So, are you ready to put our heads together and make it happen? Let's go. When we think about that vision we had when we started our business, often we are quite idealistic. You know, don't get me wrong, I get that. When we start our business, we have this incredible wild vision of what we want it to look like. And I think it's very natural that sometimes your business takes a different direction. But the problem is it's not always intentional. It may happen quite naturally, but it's not always with your intention. I think opportunities come up. Opportunities and distractions actually in equal measure. And you know what? Sometimes one of those disguises itself as the other. There are opportunities which actually we consider to be distractions and don't give them the airspace that they need. And then equally there are distractions that we think at the time are opportunities, and we go down rabbit hole after rabbit hole. And what it means when we're getting buffeted by those opportunities and distractions, it can mean that your business starts meandering along until it actually bears very little resemblance to what you'd originally dreamt it would be when you first started. So the question that I have for you is, how often do you step back from the day-to-day of that market, serve, repeat to actually look at what's working for you now and what's not? What is feeling aligned within your business, aligned to your energy, aligned to what matters to you, aligned to where you want to be in your life in terms of the impact you're having? What feels aligned and what doesn't? How often do you dare to consider a big change of direction, a pivot? Do you let yourself think about those things? Or do you tell yourself, actually, you know what, I've made my bed, I've got to lie in it. Or this is the path I chose. I've got to just keep going. I've got to pay the bills. That's what it's all about. I've got to keep hustling. Because you know what? Sometimes one of the most important things we can do for our business is to consider what no longer serves us, what we need to let go of. And if you're not giving yourself the time to work on your business, then you can carry on that unintentional path of simply almost following your business along the meandering path it's taking rather than actually being in the driving seat and setting the sat nav for where you want to go with the business, setting the target destination to where you want to be, the impact you want to have, the time freedom you want, the revenue you want, the reputation you want to build. All of those things take intention. And when I say intention, it means the boring old unsexy job of actually setting goals for yourself, working back from those goals, understanding what the milestones are, what are the tasks, what are the micro tasks that you need to be taking week on week, year on year, month on month, year on year, to reach those milestones and the goals. This kind of reflection, it's a reflection and it's almost like an audit, or there must be a nicer word than audit. That's a really like corporate-y, horrible word. But what I mean is that reflection time where you're going to look at your business through very, very honest eyes and assess what is good and what needs to change. First of all, it's so important. Otherwise, like I say, you're not in that driving seat. And what I strongly believe, and this is something I've always done for my business, and this really relates back to last week's episode. So if you haven't listened to last week's episode, which was about aligning your energy to the seasons, I would really go back and listen to that one, because that gives you a little bit of background to why I think summer is one of the two perfect seasons for doing this. Summer and winter are those sleepier seasons. They are the seasons that the right thing to do for your business is to reduce your energy a little, to allow yourself this reflective time. And I mean intentionally lowering your energy, dialing down the knob on the hob to a mild simmer so that you have that time and space to reflect and consolidate what you've been doing and to plan to bring your business back on track, back in line with where you really want to go and what you really want to achieve with your business. And the way we do that has to be by taking some time out. It's the right thing to do. A couple of times a year, you should be carving out time to do this. And like I say, summer and winter, perfect seasons for this. To help you do this, because I think there are very specific aspects of your business that it's possible to work through fairly methodically, I've actually created, or I'm in the process of creating something for you, which is very, very special. It's actually going to be available for you later this month. I've created the absolute perfect virtual solo retreat for you. You know how I feel about retreats. My business that I run with Lauren, Unapologetic Retreats, it's our baby. Both of us adore retreats, and both of us adore what a retreat does for the guests who join us. It is phenomenal what happens when you take yourself out of the day-to-day running of your business and gift yourself the time to work on the business. But what I've created here is a very accessible way for you to do that. Some of us have obligations that mean we can't take a week out from our business to go away somewhere and invest right now in doing that. For those of you who can, please do. A retreat is just an incredible thing to do. If you can find the perfect retreat, take a look at unapologeticretreats.com, see what is there for you. But equally, this virtual retreat is something I've created that is just going to be very light touch. It's something that you can come back to time and time again. It's an opportunity to take this 5 days out from the business. It's a self-guided container. So it's an online site. So you'll get access to this online site where I'm going to guide you. So each day you'll spend time reflecting, journaling, reviewing different parts of your business. Okay. There'll be lots of it's going to be a beautiful yoga exercises in there. There's going to be some meditations in there for each day, lots of book recommendations, some video recommendations, and some audios for you to listen to really tee you up to then complete these workbook, these reflective workbooks for each day you're on retreat. Okay. This is going to be a really special week for you if you choose to do this. Personally, I think it's something we should be doing a couple of times a year. It's really important. This is a bit of a teaser really, because I'm not going to say that much more about it now. I will do. I'm going to give you some more information about it, obviously, a bit nearer of time, but there's a few weeks until it's going to be available. So just a bit of a teaser. I'm still working on some of the gorgeous content that's going to be in there for you inside the virtual retreat. But if this sounds like something you might be interested in, if you go to rewildyourbusiness.com, which is the name of the retreat, you can register your interest there. And then that way I can just keep you posted more specifically with the information about it. Like I say, this is going to be very accessible. This is something that I'm creating that is so accessible because I want everyone to be able to do this. It's that important for your business. It's that important to step out from the day to day and be guided through a process of reflecting and reviewing these different parts of your business. Okay. So I just wanted to share with you about that. Like I say, it's coming up. But for now, I really would love you to think about what if you could put 5 days on the calendar, I know maybe in August, where you can absolutely step back from the business, do this really reflective work, because I think you're going to reap the rewards of this as we leave the summer season, go back into the autumn season where our energy rises again. We're back. We're ready to rev up again. Wouldn't it be wonderful to have a very clear picture of what needs to be done to bring your business back in line with what you really want it to be? Whether that's from a financial perspective, whether it's from a lifestyle perspective, or whether it's from a reputation perspective. This is an opportunity. Taking time out over the summer is a real opportunity to be able to do that. All right then. Well, thanks again for joining me this week. I always appreciate it. If you'd enjoyed the episode, do rate and review it. It helps me so much. And in the meantime, I'll put the link to Rewild Your Business, the virtual retreat, in the show notes so that you can go and check that out and register your interest there. Okay, have a fantastic week. Enjoy it. We're in summer. I'm hoping that you've lowered your energy. I hope that you are building some space into your working week at the moment. And I hope you are doing work that feels fantastic to you, because life is way too short to be doing anything other than the thing we love. Have a great week, and I'll see you back here, same time, same place next week. Bye for now. I hope you enjoyed this episode and that getting our heads together this week has filled your mind with what's possible. If you love the show, would you do me a massive favour, please? Would you leave a 5-star rating on Apple Podcasts? It would really help me put more heads together, reach more ears, and expand more minds. Until next week, bye for now.